rarish Mark II Golf from eBay for £650. A nice tatty GTD. I've had it for a couple of years now, and I sort of need your help to nag me and nag me and nag me to get me to actually do anything with this. So let's have a quick look around and see what horrors lurk, because there is a lot of horrors with this car. It's pretty nasty. It was off the road somewhere, looks like it had been parked under the sea for about 10 years, and I've had it for 3-ish, and it's still rotten, but it does now run and drive, because before it didn't. Let's have a look around. So if you look at the car, it actually does look alright from here. Like, I've welded the sills back up, I've welded the arches back in, but underneath it's an absolute horror. That's cool, man. I'll take some from here. Get off me! Sorry. Look at all this nastiness it's hiding. Look at how rotten those tank straps are. Maybe I do this because I hate myself. Nice bit of rust there. Another bit of rust. Oh, very nice. Oh, nice bit of rust in there. I love it. Looks like a mouse has been nibbling away down there, doesn't it? Nasty. That's not a good sign. I think I've got a rusty floor. The real horrors come inside the wheel arch, which is this down here. Nice, look at that. Oh, it's so solid. I hate myself. Look at that rust. And again on this corner, look at this. Podge, 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 podge. And here, look. Oh no, another podge. Maybe I'm just into torture with this car, you know. It is in need of some love. I actually jacked up on this jacking point, and the jacking point fell through, as you can see. Stupid me. Sort of makes me want to cry. Nice and crispy. What a shame. Surprisingly, it's actually pretty dry considering it's 34 years old. It's the only good thing going for it. Hey Anthony.
Yeah?
What do you
You wanted to show me something then, yeah?
Yeah, what do you think of this?
Oh! Oh.
Do you want to take some home with you?
Yeah, go on, let me just break off a bit. Okay?
Careful. You don't want to get Tetris.
I'll take this with me.
Nice. This is my absolutely gutless 1.6 GTD engine, a whopping 80 horsepower, which I had to rebuild because when I brought it, it was in pieces and there was no injection pump, so I had to find one of those. You can see it's already got a Mark IV airbox, because finding a Mark II GTD airbox is extremely rare, and for some reason I don't want to pay 200 quid for that when the car was only £650. Let's see if it starts first time. Clack, 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 clack. It's not been started in a couple of months.
That's cool, but I don't remember asking. Lovely.
When I put it all back together, I guessed the fuel ratio. I turned it on and I was, oh great, it's running, it's perfect. And then I realised the fuel screw was wound in a lot. I got it running, got it fixed, and then they almost caused it like a diesel runaway. So that scared me. But now it's alright, and it didn't run away then.
It's fair, if I was a Golf Mark II, I'd run away from you as well.
This is an absolutely troublesome beast, because I've had to make it up out of parts. So this is from a non-turbo 1.6, but I had to pull this screw out for the top, which is part of a turbo pump, because I put two together because they're so rare and I couldn't find one, so I had to make a pump out of two pumps. So bottom one's standard diesel, top bit's turbo, and I just made that work because I was desperate. Should we take it for a drive?
Go on then.
Let's take it for a drive. Let's take this thing for a spin. I don't even know if this is recording.
I'm scared.
It just loses coolant. I don't know where it goes. It just goes somewhere into like a fourth dimension. Let's take this for a spin and hope we survive. Oh, it's so shaky. Oh. Don't need a seatbelt, do we? Seatbelts are for wins.
I mean, technically, with how old this car is, you wasn't legally. Oh, it's so. Bloody hell, mate.
Ah! Do you know I've only just got the brakes working as well.
Well, when you did the drum brakes.
Yeah. Hang on, no. Ah! I don't have a PRS license. Go away. You hold that.
Thanks.
I don't want YouTube to get me caught and fined for using other people's music. This thing feels amazing. Oh.
The brakes fail.
Boom. That's about all of it. All the braking capacity that is. Should we go for another brake?
No.
Ready? Maybe not.
I'm not gonna lie, I put that theatre just on the last of its nose.
That gave me a bit of a loose bottom, that did.
Squeaky bump on.
Do you know when I got this car though,
Yeah.
it didn't have any brakes at all. They'd rotted away and it didn't run either.
Okay.
And it's completely rotten, and somehow I paid £650 for this. So
you paid more than what I brought my Mark for.
yeah, yours was £600 with MOT, and this was
Yep.
£650 and a financial mistake. Didn't run, didn't drive, rotten,
Overdraft.
and it didn't run. Is it a financial mistake though?
I don't know, was it? How much is it worth now? 400.
For about 12 pence.
300.
For a car from the really early 90s / late 80s, for saying it's done 240,000, I'd say that's pretty high mileage for a car from that year. It still sounds pretty decent running. It also has the slowest ignition because it's got glow plugs. You have to wait ages for it to start until that yellow light goes out. Do you know what? For saying how ragged this car is, it's always started straight away. World's most tackiest steering wheel. It also needs a real nice detail because it's looking real sad at the moment. But these ain't looking too bad. These normally rust. Oh, what a nice saggy roof liner. Ooh, nice. Something's leaking, but I am fortunate enough to have a sunroof. Weird stuff also ends up rotting, so this should stay down here, stop road noise when I'm travelling. But now it's rusty, so it just sticks up there. So if I'm driving and I want to put the sunroof back, I now can't. If you've got any tips how to tune and upgrade this, let me know and I'll get on it, because I would like to see this back on the road again. It deserves a bit of love. Because it's been sat for a long time, there's a lot of electrical gremlins, such as the indicator bulbs. The driver's side indicator had rotted out and wouldn't work. The indicator stalk was also playing up, so the hazards in the indicator wouldn't work. So that needed to be taken apart, and the contacts needed to be cleaned to get the indicators working properly. The brake lines going from the front to the back of the car are also quite heavily corroded, which need to be sorted later. The axle bushes as well are also heavily perished. As you've seen me earlier in the video, I was pushing the back end of the car back and forth to show the movement in the axle bushes. Let me know what you think I should do with this car. And if you'd like to see me restore it, please leave a comment, because I think I need the motivation. I do love this car, but for the majority of time I've owned it, it is sat around. I started doing the rust, I've got the engine running again, I've got it to brake again and drive to an extent. Not safe for the road obviously, but if you want to see this car survive, let me know. And also give me some ideas what you think I should do to it. Any nice Mark II Golf upgrades, let me know. I'll sort them. I do want this car to live, but I think I'm lacking a bit of motivation, so let me know. I do have a special video coming next week, which I'm really excited about. I've saved an old Volkswagen from the scrap. I won't say what it is, but please watch my next video next week to see what it is. I'm very excited about it. It's a very cool car. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to watch videos, they're down below.